Okay, there we go. We're back.
All right.
Start. Okay, good.
Hey, Phoenix.
Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, it is the darndest thing. It just sometimes the controller just refuses to load when certain things happen. But then sometimes, yeah, the controller works, but with the default commands, which means no right stick and all that. No idea why.
Okay. So I just killed the Lost Giant last time.
You mean the Last Giant Lost Time?
None of you can see the look I just gave him. Whatever the thing was I killed, whenever I killed it,
Yes.
it is now dead.
It is now dead.
Now where do I go?
Okay, basically we can either go back to Hades Tower. That'll be the next tutorial zone, basically. Or you can go back to the forest and explore a couple new areas, and then eventually go kill the pursuer. That would be the other option. You can also save. You can also try to use up some soul items, including the Last Giant soul, if you want to, and go buy the fragrant branch, the fragrant branch from Melentia, and go unpetrify somebody in the other beginning zone we didn't get to yet. So all of those are valid choices.
Right.
Zane, what we are doing is we are playing Dark Souls 2 through Steam, and we're using Mog gifted me this thing called borderless gaming that we use to project to our TV and then make it borderless, so it's like, you know, in native 720p. Then we use window capture and OBS to stream that to you guys.
Actually, I'm going to get one more dex and start using the buckler.
Oh yeah.
So how many more souls do I need?
You can also check by going to your menu, but you can just talk to her at this point.
No. I need...
So 1700 basically.
Okay. I think we should have enough soul items for that.
Yeah, the basic ones are 200. The next up are 400. Well, you have 4 of Proud Knight or Nameless Soldiers.
Yeah.
Those are 800 apiece. So 2 of those and 1 of those would do it.
Or I can just start using these.
Or you can just start using those, yeah. Oh, for the controller, yeah, sorry. We are using good old X360, just with a older version, so it's compatible with the Dark Souls games. And that was an adventure, too. Among other things, I had to find a 64-bit version, because the default one wouldn't work.
And how much is a fragrant branch?
12,000.
So we probably couldn't get that.
No, couldn't get that just yet. The Last Giant soul is worth 6,000, and if we're going Dex, or Dex or quality, we won't ever be able to use the Stone Axe.
Right.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. Like, I think I mentioned that last time, but I was so disappointed you don't actually get his arm as a Great Club.
That would have been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So the short sword we can use. Bandit's knife we can use. Oh, I can now use the mail breaker.
Mm-hmm. I was repping the mail breaker in Demon Souls. SCP.
Oh, I can now use the short bow. But I don't want to use that until I actually get some arrows.
Oh, it's right here this way. I will look up SCP later. Let me jot a note down for it.
Unfortunately, it looks like that isn't quite as good an idea as our short sword, right?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will go back to Hades Tower and hopefully not die from giants a bunch of times.
Over and over. Where did my pencil go?
Well, you can use that pen there.
Yeah, I could. Okay.
Alright, Hades Tower.
Hades Tower.
Hades?
I think somebody pronounces it Hade sometime, yeah. Anyway, let's see. We'll take a look at SCP. Yeah, there were a couple, Zane, I looked at that just weren't compatible with because we're using an old PS2 controller with a USB adapter. Yeah, I think the fact that it's slashing and those guys have heavy armor makes it less useful than if you had a mace or something.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that for the guys like the Hammer brothers, that may be the right choice.
Think so?
Well, I mean, it's like they tend to have a little less HP and everything to make up for how much of a pain they are to kill.
That's done.
Oh ho! Thank you much, man. I will grab that later. Yeah, that is one problem with the setup we're doing with the projected screen, that I can't mouse off and check the chat because that would remove the focus from the game that's playing.
Criminy.
Yep. Oh, there, got out of that one. Yeah, the fact they run so far forward, it is possible to lure them to falling off a cliff. There you go. If you have the time to like switch attacks, the R2 might work better since it's a thrust.
Ah.
Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. So strike or nothing against these guys basically.
And perhaps more importantly, I have to get that pattern down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys suck. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay.
And then part of it too is that since we're early on, we don't have the invincibility frames that people with higher adaptability later on will.
That is far away the better choice.
Mm. Yep. And with the souls we've gotten now, you may want to jaunt back to Leningrass and upgrade a weapon or two, because it'll help out a lot.
Well, I thought we had already upgraded the mace a little bit.
Did we? You can hit start and go check.
Yeah,
it is +1. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Remember, armor in this game tends to equate to weak to magic, so I don't think we have any aromatic oozes or anything to toss in.
I don't even know what an aromatic ooze is.
It is a consumable weapon buff that adds magic damage to what you've got in your right hand. You have no love for the south boss.
Well, if you're facing the wrong direction, you just cannot block at all, can you?
Yeah, you pretty much have to be facing an enemy in order to block them.
Okay.
Yep. There's one thing too when you got them down pretty low is how long that wind-up is. Yep.
The most aggravating thing for me is that...
And also, do we have a better shield we can use to block these guys? Because
That's
you
true,
can't
the
parry
buckler
them.
is not going to work. So after I kill this guy, I'll switch back to the leather shield.
Yeah, with a 90% physical reduction.
Yeah, I should have thought of that because, yeah, there's absolutely no way of...
Well, yeah, Lorax is talking about Zane's Resident Evil 4 thread. I don't remember if I don't know if I ever remembered to link to it, in the stream upload. I may need to go back and do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you did or not.
Yeah, I mentioned it like 4 times. No, I think I must have because I remember I mentioned it like 4 times. I will say one good thing about the nonsense in the political stuff in the BioShock thread has gotten me to post more often and checking out some other people too, which I need to start interacting with the goons more now that I'm working on an actual honest to goodness LP and not just streaming all the time.
Right.
Although really the part of the whole idea behind streaming with Ben and everything is obviously to have fun, and I hope you guys have fun too, but also to get into a good routine for recording videos and practicing the co-commentary and how differently I act and all that good stuff that goes into it. And yeah, you always be learning. That's the thing. And it's not a bad plan to lure this guy out too, because I will tell you as soon as you deal with him. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, the swordsmen, the great swordsmen, were the ones I was thinking of when I mentioned that some of them had less HP than the others. It's those guys. Okay, look off to your left. Yep.
Really, guys?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they both aggro once you kill the big boss. Luckily, one of them should break off if you keep retreating, like going back up the.
Well, I'll keep retreating as far as I can, but actually, no one to walk away and no one to run. There's still.
That's right. This is Scholar of the First Sin,
Yeah.
sucker. You're never getting away.
Well, I don't think they can actually follow me back here.
That's true.
So we'll see.
Okay, there it goes. That's the cutoff.
Okay.
Well, now if you can chase down that one, oh wow, he's booking it too.
Come back! Coward!
That is great. Well, I'm pretty sure at the speed the other guy's going, he's not going to know his buddy's gone. Order to stand before the bishop. I love the designs on the weapons and armor and stuff on these guys. One of the most fun fashion souls thing I remember doing is using the old knight armor with the sunbrowing, because the gold light and the contrast, it is really cool.
Mm-hmm. And Zane, I'm actually kind of in the same boat, insofar as I don't actually go to SA all that often. Even when I do, I actually feel like, what can I do to contribute to the thread? So.
Yeah, it's a funny thing where it's really not my scene at all, but it is the most active LPing thing around, that I am really into LPs, despite not doing a whole lot with them and everything. Well, not yet, anyway. And
one mistake, and there goes most of my health.
that's what the heal miracles are for.
Yeah, but I actually want to do something useful instead of run back to kill these guys again. Okay, which way do I go?
Okay, do you want to fight the dragon rider?
Honestly, I probably don't have the resources for it.
He's not that bad.
Well, are there any other things I can get that might make it easier?
Yeah, keep on going.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is the quote-unquote wrong way, but it'll still... Okay, I think you should be able to lure that guy in. Yeah. Oh, the Haydenite aggroed.
Why did he aggro?
He did not like you.
I did nothing to you. Okay. Everybody knows what time this is.
Yep. Good old Scholar.
I was actually tremendously worried that I would misstep a fair fraction, plummet to my death, and die.
I think the other guy split up.
Okay.
Either the Haydenite is so much faster that you got ahead. Either way, Oh, and he gave up there. Okay, cool.
Okay. This is good. Yeah, as long as I can take care of them one at a time, I think I'll be fine.
I'll tell you what, guys. As long as you show up in whatever hypothetical LP I do, then we'll call it square, okay? Actually, Zane, considering we're both Souls players, I might be asking you if we have some time synced up to do some co-commentary on something. I guess the offer's open for RE4 too, but I think you've got a decent draw with your own thing going. Yeah, he said I've been thinking about doing RE5, but I feel like the America stuff might be offensive. Yeah, he's having a lot of fun doing the Murica aspect of Leon's LP, and then if you haven't played RE5, it takes place in Africa.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. And while it is all fun and games to have the Murica thing when you're fighting Spaniards or whatnot, once you get to Africa, that's
Okay, yeah, I will.
Yeah,
you gotta watch out for those Haydenite. They're really weird looking fighting style, and that's kind of makes them hard to predict.
Yeah, I'm actually just seeing what he can do.
Mm. He really only has 2 combos of 2 hits each, and then he can follow
that's
up
a lot of damage.
Yeah, you can follow up either one of them with an overhead chop.
Okay. So Haydenites are bad news.
Yeah. So and since he aggroes automatically, I would not go that way yet, because there's a couple items you can get, but oh wait a minute, no, the one we really want got moved. That's on the way to the Dragon Rider. So yeah, there's nothing that way yet that we need. Yeah, I'd forgotten, and hey, as part of the whole Scholar experience, I wouldn't have known that either my first time. Basically, there's a ring for when you're in hollowed form. That's kind of like the Cling Ring from Demon Souls, and it used to be right before the end of that part.
And I can understand that, Lorax. I mean, Resident Evil 5, I think, was pretty fun,
Hmm.
but yeah, it doesn't have quite the same feel
Right.
that Resident Evil 4 does.
Yeah, if you want to kind of make a comparison to other beloved Capcom franchises, I would kind of think of it as Resident Evil 4 is Mega Man 2. It's like, the continuation of a series, and clearly a lot of love went into it, but not as much polish as they could have.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the whole the engine stuff, where once they split off Devil May Cry and all that, and then 5 is the Mega Man 3. High budget, but it's lost a little bit of its soul. And then Resident Evil 6 is definitely Mega Man 5. Actually, 6 is bad enough. I may have to compare it to the...
Seriously?
Yep. We have to start breaking out. Was X... See, we stopped playing after X4, so... Was the Mega Man X was supposed to be really bad?
All of them?
Hey, the first couple were good. Like 7, I think. Oh, you liked 5. No, I loved Mega Man 3, too. That was like that was the very first game
I liked Mega Man 3 1, personally.
Yeah, that was the first game I ever like got myself and beat. I rented it from a place we were still living in. I was like 9 or 10 years old. I just got an NES, and that was like the first one. So I'm always gonna have fond memories of 3. He said it was X6 and X7. Okay, all right, thank you.
Ooh.
X7 with the effing fire hyenas. Okay, thanks for the heads up. I don't plan on ever playing it, but if I do, I will keep my eyes open.
No, did we ever... So I thought Mega Man X3 was the second one violent. I know we never did that one.
We may not have done X3. I know we did X4 because that was the
Yeah.
one on the PlayStation. With Iris!
Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, so I'm only going to run the other way to get my soul. Then I'll probably have to run all the way to make them lose aggro and then come back.
Right.
Scholar of the First Sin!
Oh, that was old. That's old school. That's been in the Souls games for forever. If your reach extends your grasp, they will cut your hand off. I guess in that metaphor.
Of course, now I kind of feel like I'm completely breaking any kind of character we might have had. Because Turpin was never ever shown as running away, ever.
Did he ever strategically retreat to smite them later?
Of course not.
Oh, okay.
You forget the Song of Roland. The entire story is there's a bazillion people out there. That just means our arms will get tired.
Well, if the Song of Roland ever had him fight, a 10-foot tall...
True, there were no Hyde Knights or...
Yeah.
Although I think there was a giant Saracen in there. I don't think Turpin killed him, but
Right.
I seem to remember something like that.
No worries. That 4-hit combo. They used to never do that, and I think Scholar tweaked with the AI. Oh, that was close.
I have no stamina.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to... You see how you're kind of like doubled over and panting? If you ever actually run out of stamina, then it takes a much longer recovery time before it comes back.
There we go.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Right. Very obviously. In that case, I didn't have much of one.
And it worked. And, mashing the button, your swing came out because they take so long to... yeah.
Okay, so I don't go left, because there is nothing but death and pain over there. So I guess I go on this way.
Actually, look over to your right.
Yeah.
Right again.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, a lever came up when you kill the third Hayden Knight.
Ah.
And that will finish raising the rest of the platform into the Dragon Rider fight.
Aha.
And that way there's no chance of falling off.
Well, that's good. So heaven knows I need all the advantages I can get.
Right. Yeah, if we're not cheesing them with the speedrun trick, then there's no point in doing it. No point in not raising it, rather.
Right. And yeah, I don't think cheesing it would really be...
Okay. So we have a Hammer Brother first, and the ring I was talking about is guarded by that Hayden Knight. I'm pretty sure we have to kill him before we can get him out of the way. There we go. It's nice when they do that really slow wind-up move. Oh, that should not have traded. It really shouldn't have. Well, you won't have time to do a heal miracle in the fight, yeah, so...
Yeah. I guess I can go ahead and.
You probably take one of them since you're at full health, and yeah, pull them with the bow first.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wonder if headshots do. Yeah, maybe headshots do extra damage.
He dodged.
Yeah. Yeah, even though you have a mace, it's still pretty hard to stagger. Oh yes, I did not change my my title. Let me do that real quick. Well, I'm gonna have to wait until.
Oh, he's got a fast little thing there.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I sure he was gonna kill you there.
Instead, he just made me waste it.
Unlock so you can get away from him more quickly. Yeah, then get out of there. You can run while you're locked in this game, but it's a little bit trickier to do. Luckily, there's no honor among knights, so. And yeah, we're going to use a life gun. I would think.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, the fact you can block him is going to help. I would say at this point, yeah, go because you can't combo him.
Oops. No.
Oh. Yeah, Zane, I first saw. Oh, now that Ben died, I'll go change the.
Yeah, go ahead and change the title.
Yeah.
Ah!
How do I get the mouse?
Ah!
I should just be able to hit escape. There we go. Okay.
Whoa!
What should we call it? Oh,
Sorry about that.
Hey guys, did you hear Ben's getting a soda?
Hyde's Tower of Pain.
Okay, and then dark. So it's 2. Scholar of the First Sin. Update. Okay, and then back.
Okay.
Let's make sure the controller still works.
Yep.
Okay.
I will say, at least for my part, while I don't know a whole lot about Dark Souls, everything I'm hearing seems that, yeah, Scholar of the First Sin really just made things harder, which I do not appreciate at this particular moment in time.
It made some things easier, and it's kind of perplexing what made them decide what to change. There we go. And the first time I saw it was when Mog was streaming it, and and I didn't watch the whole thing because I didn't want to spoil myself in anything of it. But she was doing Spider Town, and oh, there you go, good dodges.
Arg.
And yeah,
the fact that I can't kill him with a combo really kind of hurts.
Yeah. But anyway, she was in Spider Town, and they changed the layouts there to be much harder than they had been. And yeah, like Zane was saying, they looked at made hard mods. Yeah, I called it Kaizo Souls too. As in the old the Mario World. ROM hacks. That was sort of the vibe that I got. A lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of it is just stuff reshuffled, but some of it is definitely like with the Hey Knights everywhere. Some of which aggro, and a lot of it just seems designed to punish speedrunners. I didn't see it, but I was told that they basically completely redid the Dragon Shrine to go after people that sped run through it, and yeah. Exactly, Kaizo Souls. Zane also gives you some advice, Ben. He says to roll through swings, not like around them.
Roll through swings.
Mm-hmm. Like when the mace is coming at you, like roll the way he started.
Well, I appreciate the advice. I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that kind of goes counter to every instinct,
Yeah, exactly.
When someone's swinging at you, let me roll right into it.
Yeah, it's because that's the way invincibility frames work, and this game is so like they overcompensate so much by having enemies track your moves and how long swings are out. That yeah, it's
especially that one. Holy cow!
It's like the infamous DLC boss. I haven't fought him yet, but I've seen it done at the end of at the end of Ashen Souls.
All right, I need to run away from these guys.
Basically, yeah, basically the Fume Knight is one entire test of timing. Entire test of timing. If you can handle like rolling through attacks properly or not.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt about it. We're definitely going to need more wooden bolts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weren't you glad I said to just blow the rest of our souls on them at the time anyway?
Well, I didn't know I would need all of the rest of the
Yep.
bolts. But
We also want to probably put some more Titanite into it, because the more damage each shot does, the fewer things you're going to need.
we would probably want to determine which of the two between it and the short bow would be the better investment.
Yeah, yeah. If we're going to be eventually raising decks, the short bows are going to be better.
Right.
Crossbows are for people that basically don't raise any of their stats that way.
Okay.
And anyway, the main thing is that once you beat the Dragon Rider, you can buy your first attack miracle, and that will help out quite a bit.
True.
Right now, our faith is basically doing nothing for us. Because at some point, heal got nerfed to always heal a fixed amount of HP.
Huh.
He was like a flat 500.
Okay.
And yeah, guys, Ben and I talked about it. I don't know if I mentioned it when I posted, but what we're thinking about doing is having a
Garg, and there goes all of our souls.
yeah, it's having us switch when after Ben beats Dragon Rider and Pursuer, and they'll kind of take us out of the training wheels part of the game.
Well, yeah, that kind of took some of the wind out of my sails. Oh, we made this guy go extinct from killing him 50 bazillion times.
Yeah, they did lower the number of kills it takes to make an enemy stop spawning. I think it's like 10 now. It used to be 15. There you go. You're getting good at that. That works.
Of course, now there's no reason to grab these, but I might as well.
Actually, you had 1,200 in there.
No, I didn't. Those were what I just got from that guy.
No, you had each of the old knights are worth 400, and you had 1,200 in the bloodstain when you died.
Huh.
So that's where you have the 16 from.
I see.
It does suck that we lost about 4,000, but 4,000 is something changed in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, mostly I'm just aggravated that, I really should have known better.
Yeah,
And, I wasted bolts, I wasted
Right.
a whole bunch of things, and yeah.
It happens. The whole thing, this whole thing, the reason why we're doing it this way is for the learning experience part of it. You may want to top off too with a life gem. Yeah. We'll be able to buy more of those from Malentia if we need to.
For the low cost of even more souls.
Yeah, if you were just playing this casually on our own, you could probably try to co-op with somebody, and you get life gems when the host gets items. I think we're doing enough damage with the mace that you could probably kill the guy in 3 hits.
Well, as long as I bop him with the crossbow a couple of times too.
Well, the crossbow did 160 because
Oh,
you hit
right,
him.
these guys.
Because you hit him twice. That's basically what one mace swing was doing. So that's what I meant. Really, you probably don't need to be to run away so far from them, because they'll tend to get caught. Well, yeah, you're still getting used to the game. Yeah, don't worry about it.
And more to the point, I already know that they'll chase me at least this far.
Right.
It's like I may not know the game as well as you do, but I am a pretty good judge of distance.
Right. Okay, the first one split up. Good.
Yeah. So yeah, he would chase me. He will and did chase me all the way over here.
Right.
So actually, it's just like this fight happened all over again. Ah. I am really bad at this game. Holy cow.
It's a tough game.
So I noticed.
Honestly, just honestly, between the two of us and the people still here, of course, do you want to just, brew something else and like play some Dark Souls 2 locally and get some practice with it?
Well, honestly, it's the sort of thing where, I don't know how much more practice would actually help me.
It'll help a lot. That's the only difference between the two of us, really.
Was he serious?
Yep, you did.
I must have accidentally done that number. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The rule of thumb is you only ever get guard crushes when you don't want to. There you go.
I can't do it when I want to. That's how that goes.
So I said he didn't know if she could Twitch it with us. She'd probably start cursing.
Well, I am cursing in my incredibly PG way. Reminds me of the joke of a pastor who was golfing with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was just doing horribly, slicing and getting in the rough, all of that stuff. Yet the entire time, he was remaining completely silent and everything. And finally, after one hit that just completely took him out of the running, he spat. And that was it. And finally, some people said, "Wow, Pastor, I didn't know, how you did it. If it was me, I would have been cursing like anything." Said, "Well, that's true, but where I spat, no grass will ever grow again."
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Haha!
And see, that's what I mean. It's like you have enough stamina enough to get to like 3 or 4 mace hits that you're going to kill that guy in one combo because he takes I don't know if he takes more damage or just has less HP. But
he probably has less HP and armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would make sense because he doesn't have a shield, right. But it's like when that doesn't really make much difference.
Oh, they didn't chase me this far.
Yeah, that guy pieced right out.
Oh, that's good for me.
Mm-hmm. As long as he doesn't get too... Yeah, maybe try... Oh, yeah, they're too far away now.
Well, I've still got plenty more bolts to go.
Yeah.
And by plenty more, I mean 8.
Maybe, okay.
I see nothing wrong with, playing as I was,
mm-hmm.
as long as I actually, kill the guy.
Right. Now, I was just worried it would pull the two of them again, but I guess it doesn't.
No, I don't believe so.
Interesting. Yeah, it probably. I know it's scripted that both of them will attack you when you kill the one guy.
Yeah.
Well, the great sword user. Speaking of, if you ever get one to drop, that would be awesome because I think I've gotten one once.
I am not that lucky.
Yeah, and they're really cool, and because they kind of have that, like
I do not fall off the edge.
Right. There's one guy in Dynasty Warriors that has that kind of great sword. Yeah, Zane, Ben and I were talking about this earlier and trying to figure out exactly who our target market is. The fact that we have family-friendly language and play violent games. And it's like, huh.
And eventually I was of the opinion that, there are plenty of other LPers that, do the whole swearing thing. So, having focusing all of the mature content on violence and whatnot, I think is kind of a nice change of pace. Could be wrong, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, a little time you wouldn't want to call her Sway is in the Demon Soul stream because we named the character after her. That might get confusing. Alright.
I swear, I have a dickens of a time with that second backswing. Or that first backswing.
Right. What's funny is that those guys it's kind of different styles, because those guys are probably the easiest ones for me to handle, whereas you're having trouble with them, but you're actually doing way better than me against the Hammer Brothers. Oh. What you might do is shoot at the Hayden Knight from here, so you can fight him before you deal with the Hammer Brother.
True, because once I get that treasure chest, he doesn't really matter anymore.
Right. You can just run past him and get to the fog door. Nice shot, yeah. And then you can lock onto it and get another hit or two while he moves in. Oh, it would have been awesome if you just sidled off the edge there.
Yeah, but I am not that lucky.
Yeah. What you might do is when he does the 2 swings, maybe after the second one, try to roll behind him and get a backstab. But yeah, you have to. Man, that's so much damage. There we go. Then SS up while he's down. You can finish him off. But then you definitely want to be careful.
Yeah, he swings so fast.
There we go.
He's got a surprising amount of armor, too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, but you got him.
Yay. Now, I will try desperately not to fall off and die here.
Yeah.
So, watch me immediately fall off and die.
There you go. And I don't think he can get across that.
If I had more,
He's not even trying, yeah.
yeah, if I had more bolts, I'd go for it. Then what does that do?
We'll go ahead and equip it and let's find out. Probably drop the... Could drop... Oh, actually, if you want to keep the white ring, just for the looks,
Right.
Replace the blue ring, because that's the least useful, and just switch it back on if we get invaded. And now you see we have more HP again.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Lorax mentioned the violent stream of PC language is supposed to Minecraft players that cuss all the time. My nephew watches them.
Is that seriously a 4-hit combo?
I think they only do. I think they do 3, but
well, thank goodness I took care of that